The honourable member for Saskatoon-Grasswood.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Yes, last Friday, May 4th, right here, I raised the issue of the Liberal cover-up of the carbon tax to the Public Safety Minister. I explained, Madam Speaker, how this tax would lead to severe negative economic consequences for my province of Saskatchewan, and I might add, the Minister is also from Saskatchewan, and how it will reduce Saskatchewan's international competitiveness as an energy exporter. As you know, we have many oil companies in our province of Saskatchewan. They are competing directly with the United States. Madam Speaker, the tax increase of this size and of this scale affects everyone in my province. In fact, everyone in the country. The carbon tax is everyone's business. Why then is this Liberal government refusing to offer any accountability to Canadians by withholding information on the cost that this carbon tax will have on our families in Saskatchewan? Families are going to see, and we know this, their heating prices go up. Families, and we know this, will be faced with the prospect of higher price for gasoline. 11.5% is the speculation, Madam Speaker, and families which will see more of their own money disappear due to the policies of this government and this Prime Minister. We already know the Prime Minister could care less, Madam Speaker, because he's a multimillionaire. But this affects the first-class citizens of my province and our country. The people that go to work, not only 8 to 4 or 9 to 5 or 3 to midnight or midnight to 8 in the morning, this tax will affect every man, woman and child in my province of Saskatchewan. How can Canadians, for an example, hold this government account to critical information on the carbon tax, which they will be forced to pay coming September, is withheld from them? The people of Saskatchewan deserve transparency. They deserve it from the Public Service Minister right from the city of Regina. And they deserve to know the truth about the cost of this legislation coming from the federal government. However, these Liberals continue to fail to afford them any basic respect at all, and instead have chosen to withhold this information despite multiple requests for information which have been filed from our party. We talked to the Public Safety Minister, we talked to the Finance Minister, we talked to the Environment Minister. We get absolutely no answers on what this carbon tax will cost Canadians, and including those from my province of Saskatchewan. So this kind of behaviour from the government signals it has no intention at all, Madam Speaker, of having an open debate on the carbon tax or its costs on Canadians and on our economy. My province of Saskatchewan understands the critical negative impact at which it's at stake. They're going to take this carbon tax all the way to the Supreme Court. They are the only jurisdiction in this country that have stand tall against this federal government. So, Madam Speaker, my question to the Minister, why won't he defend my province of Saskatchewan? Give us the numbers on the carbon tax cover-up. People of my province from Saskatchewan deserve the numbers.
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Natural Resources.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Canadians know polluting isn't free. Severe weather due to climate change is already costing Canadians billions of dollars a year in insurance costs. Across the country, Canadians have experienced firsthand devastating wildfires, extreme flooding, severe droughts, and stronger storms. Canadians overwhelmingly support action on climate change and a growing economy. We know pricing pollution works. It's a low-cost solution that fights climate change, encourages innovation, keeps our economy strong, and creates good middle-class jobs. According to the World Bank, nearly half of the world's economy is pricing pollution today, including China, California, and the EU. Canada's 5 major banks, along with many companies in the consumer's goods, energy, and resource development sectors, also support putting a price on pollution. A price on carbon pollution gives households and businesses a powerful incentive to save money by making choices like turning down the thermostat and taking transit, or investing in clean solutions like more efficient appliances and vehicles. We have released an analysis that shows that putting a price on pollution across Canada will significantly reduce carbon pollution while maintaining a strong and growing economy. Our analysis found that a price on carbon across Canada could reduce greenhouse gas emissions by up to 90 million tonnes in 2022. This is as much as taking 23 to 26 million cars off the road or shutting down 20 to 23 coal-fired power plants for a year. It also shows that carbon pricing reduces pollution without hurting Canada's GDP. National GDP is estimated to grow about 2% a year between now and 2022, with or without carbon pricing. This does not include the huge opportunity that clean innovation spurred by carbon pricing will have in helping Canadian companies create jobs and compete successfully in the global shift to cleaner growth, an opportunity the World Bank estimates will be worth $23 trillion globally between now and 2030. Real-world experience backs that up. Last year, the 4 provinces with a price on pollution, BC, Alberta, Quebec, and Ontario, led the country in economic growth. Putting a price on pollution will make Canada's economy stronger over time, help create new economic opportunities and good middle-class jobs. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
The honourable member for Saskatoon-Grasswood.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Last Friday, the Public Safety Minister boasted about a speech that he gave in the Regina, where he lives, on July 20th of 2017. And I'm going to quote one of the sections from his speech last July in the city of Regina. The revenue that comes directly from carbon pricing must go to the people of the province in which it's raised and not to Ottawa. Well, Madam Speaker, we have since found out that the government is going to keep the GST from carbon tax. That is not sharing with my province of Saskatchewan. So this is a false document that the Minister of Public Safety gave to the Canadian Club in his own city of Regina on July 20th of 2017. We've done some calculation alone, Madam Speaker, on gas. 43 billion litres was sold in 2016. So at $1 a litre, the government of the day would collect over $2 billion in taxes from the GST alone. And yet they're not sharing this. And yet it's all about transparency, Madam Speaker. So I ask the Parliamentary Secretary, why have you hidden the numbers and the GST numbers from Canadians?
Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Natural Resources.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Carbon pricing, as we know, is the key to any credible climate plan because it's a cost-effective way to significantly reduce pollution while driving clean innovation and creating new jobs. A price on carbon creates a powerful incentive to cut pollution. And it encourages people and businesses to save money by making cleaner choices like better insulating their homes or upgrading to more efficient equipment. Madam Speaker, carbon pricing is a foundation of Canada's Clean Growth and Climate Action Plan. 4 out of 5 Canadians live in jurisdictions that are already pricing carbon pollution today. By ensuring all parts of Canada price pollution at the same standard will help ensure we drive down our emissions and grow our economy. Thank you, Madam Speaker.